to check whether my audio and video is clear, guys. If it is clear, just write clear in the chat box. अगर clear है तो clear लिख दीजिए chat box में. If it is clear, just write clear in the chat box. Waiting for SA505. जल्दी जल्दी लिख दो. Right, for the people those are connected on a Zoom, right? I'll be happy if you could interact, right? Interact as in if you're gonna be participating more, right? If you can turn your videos on, and parallelly, I'll be happy if you guys can bring your pen, paper, and notebook, please, and water bottle parallelly. Okay, Dakshi. Meanwhile, I would request you to please ensure that you have your pen, paper, and water bottle handy with you.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Great. And I'm also assuming that you're connected from a laptop.
Yes, sir.
I'm just waiting for the people. Okay, bang on. I think we are also live on YouTube. For the people those are connected on Zoom, right? If you want to give an answer for the questions which I'm going to be asking, right, in the mock interview round, so you can put an answer on the YouTube live chat, not on the Zoom chat because Zoom chat is going to be disabled and the person who's giving a mock interview, उसको answer मिल जाएंगे. YouTube live पे क्या होता है? The 10 or 15 seconds answer late आएंगे, so she'll not be able to copy paste or she'll not be able to cheat it out. ठीक है, आपका awareness level आपका पता पड़ेगा कि how smart you are. Number two, right? This is going to be a mock interview round, guys. So, nevertheless, I'm going to be conducting a mock interview round as in if it's going to be conducted in the real environment, not a Big Four. Right. So, in my past journey, I've trained more than 12,000 students. You name the company, I have students out there. Right. So, from my past experiences, from my journey out, I've seen this in the last 4.5 years and training more than 12,000 students. I'm going to be selecting one of the student out here randomly, those who's interested. I'm going to be taking his or her mock interview. This interview level is going to be moderate, right, which is going to be there. मैं ज़्यादा grill नहीं करूँगा, right? But if depending on the way she's going to be answering, I might also move to an advanced level of interview questions, which is there. Okay, so interview is going to be purely based on her basic journey. Then we will be moving towards a articleship journey, and then we'll move to some technical level. Okay, guys. So meanwhile, if you are very interested and keen on giving an answers, or if you want to test yourself कि हाँ मैं सही दे रहा हूँ कि नहीं, so I'll be happy you can put your answers in the YouTube live chat. And also for the people, the students, those who are interested कि नहीं सर मुझे भी chance दीजिए. If time permits, we'll be going for a second round of a mock interview. Great, bang on. Right, so we are going to be selecting one of our candidate whose name is Dakshi. Right, she is here with us. So this is a mock interview round for more for towards an FDD domain. So FDD is a financial due diligence. Why I've selected FDD domain as a mock interview round now today? Because in FDD, most of you have not done an articulture. या किसी को ही नहीं मिलती, to be honest. Second, in this, your major journey of your articleship is tested, plus your analytical mindset is going to be tested. तो जो अपना एनालिटिकल माइंडसेट चेक करना चाहते हैं, जो अपने आप को टेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, वो कितने स्मार्ट है, राइट? आई विल बी हैप्पी दैट ऑल ऑफ यू गाइस आर गोना बी हियर. यू कैन पुट योर आंसर्स इन द चैट एज वेल. ठीक है, तो ग्रेट दाक्षी, आई गॉट योर रिज्यूमे. जस्ट गिव मी फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड्स. मीनवाइल आई होप दैट यू आर कैरिंग योर वाटर बॉटल एंड एवरीथिंग आउट. आपके पास है पानी की बोतल वगैरह सब कुछ है. ओके, फील वन मोर रूल, राइट? इफ यू फीलिंग लाइक क्विटिंग ड्यूरिंग द मॉक इंटरव्यू, अगर आपको लग रहा है बहुत ज्यादा ग्रिल हो रही हो, राइट, यू कैन से दैट सर आई वांट टू क्विट. राइट, मुझे डर लग रहा है या कुछ करना है तो बोल देना. ठीक है, नथिंग टू वरी सर. ठीक है, चलो ग्रेट. So just give me fraction of second. I'll just go through your resume. Meanwhile, you guys can wish her all the best in the YouTube live and also in the chat, guys. Even all the best कर दीजिए बेचारी को, right?
All the best.
Okay, fine. Great.
All the best, Dakshi.
All the best.
All the best.
All is well.
best.
All is well.
All the best.
All the best.
चलो ग्रेट
All the
ग्रेट
best,
ग्रेट
Sakshi.
ग्रेट. ये मुझे भी तो कोई ऑल द बेस्ट कर दो एक सेकंड, जो बैनर मेरे ऊपर आ गया.
Sir,
Best of luck, sir. Best of luck.
रोज ही
All the
होता है.
best, sir.
अच्छा,
Best of
चलो ग्रेट है ना. चलो ग्रेट गाइस, सो ग्रेट. दाक्षी आप अनम्यूट कर लीजिए, है ना, बाकी लोग सब म्यूट पे रहेंगे. तो सर रिक्वेस्टेड टू राइट डाउन द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर देयर. ओके, चलो ग्रेट. So this is a mock interview round, assuming that I am the director of KPMG and I'm going to be conducting her mock interview round for a financial due diligence. I'm going to be asking her all the questions which is there. Right before that, just a background for her. She is a CA final appeal candidate and she's awaiting for the result. Okay, so great. So great, Dakshi. Really happy to see that you are a candidate, those who have cleared your CA examinations. I'm assuming you are cleared. So so it's really happy to see that you're a qualified chartered accountant. How do you feel after becoming a CA?
Sir, I feel like I have achieved the biggest milestone in my life. I have been waiting eagerly to clear my CA and start my journey.
Okay, great. So actually, I would be happy if you could give me a brief introduction about yourself, which should include your academics, your professional journey, your awards and recognition which you have received in your journey, any exceptional work which you have done in your articleship, and any of the journey where you have received some of the kudos or recognition or award from your senior or bosses. And also, if you could highlight me about your hobbies.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm Dakshi. I'm from Hyderabad. I've completed my schooling from an ICSE board where I've secured 93%. And then I've pursued my higher studies, higher secondary from through Usmania University, where I secured around 95%. And my graduation through Usmania University, where I've secured around 91%. And then I've cleared my CA foundation and CA intermediate in first attempt with exemption in around 7 subjects. And I've cleared my CA final in my second attempt. I've pursued my articleship from a renowned firm located in Hyderabad known as K. Vijayaraghavan and Associates. It's also commonly known as Sadhguru Management. So there I've got majority of my exposure in statutory audit domain where I've audited around 12 companies. And and I've also been engaged in audit of listed entity, and then I've also got exposure in internal audit, taxation, and some part of advisory as well. My hobbies includes poetry writing, playing chess, reading novels, and yes, I really like to develop my hobbies each year. Like currently, I'm learning how to knit, and coming on to one of my major experiences, one of my learnings in my articleship. I think one of the milestone which I've achieved during my articleship is the award for audit documentation, where I was appreciated for the kind of files I was maintaining for each assignment. And then I have also been appreciated as a Chupa Rustam Award during a audit summit, because they felt that maybe the work which I do doesn't get highlighted unless I present it. And then I've also been awarded with Never Say No Award, because my partners, they always felt that I was approachable. And I've also conducted over 5 training sessions during my articleship tenure on topics such as Schedule 3, listed debentures, audit assertion checklist. I'm also an NCC A certificate cadet. And moving on to one of my exposures during my internal audit, I think there was a case of a internal audit of a company. It was in hotel industry where the company was about to get into CIRP proceedings. So there were many of the covenants which were left unattended by the client as well as the previous teams. I've gone through the majority of the agreements, and I've noticed that the client was not abiding by a few covenants, like it had to pledge some of its properties. So I think that was the point where I've pointed out them, and it really helped in building a value as a firm.
Okay, got it. So you've cleared your entire journey for CA inter in first attempt, foundation in first attempt, then why you have taken attempt to clear CA final?
Because sir, I was diagnosed with pneumonia for 3 to 4 months, where I was admitted in hospital, so I couldn't give my best during my first attempt.
Okay, got it, not a problem. Since also wanted to know that since you've showcased your interest in chess, so how many boxes are there in a chessboard?
64 boxes.
Okay, and which is your favorite first move?
So it depends on whether I selected my team as black or white.
It's
Usually
white.
I prefer to E4, sir.
Okay, great. Since you have completed majority of your articleship into your statutory audit, so just wanted to know what is the concept of a constant currency analysis. Are you aware of what is the concept of constant currency analysis?
Sir, I've read about it somewhere, but I don't have I'm not very much acquainted with it. But to my basic understanding, I believe constant currency analysis is where we we use exchange rate as a benchmark. Matlab, if we have 3 years, we'll select a constant currency rate to see whether the change in the financials like revenue or profit is due to the change in our objective will be to identify the changes in financial figures due to operations and not due to foreign exchange rates. So we freeze the exchange rate. Probably we'll select the current year's rate as a constant exchange rate, and then we'll identify the change in trends for revenue and profit to analyze the operational results.
Okay. So why do we use this?
So to get a
And where do
overall,
we use this?
so get a true picture of the operational results of the entity.
Acha. Got it. Okay. Now, since from your resume, I could see that out that you have audited a 12 plus private limited companies where ICFR and IGAP was applicable, right?
IFRS and IFC.
IFRS. Okay. Chalo, great. So, also worked on India's clients.
Yes, I have worked on one index.
Okay. So, what is applicability of India's?
I think the net worth of more than 250 crores.
Are you sure?
Yes, so I think it's 250 or 500. I go with 500 crores. Sir. Net worth of 500 crores.
Is it 250? Is it 500?
500,
Or is it
sir.
700?
500, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir, 500.
Okay. Imagine that you are doing an audit for a hotel industry. What are major KPIs you will check when you're going to be doing a audit of a hotel industry?
Hotel rent per day, sir. Like what is the average rent which we are getting? The number of customers and
Others, those who are interested to give an answer can use YouTube live chat.
I can't think of
Only two KPI you'll check? Huh?
I can't think of more, sir. I'm not able to think of
Why?
more KPIs.
Which industry you have audited in your audit? BPO and IT services, right?
Yes, sir.
Which service sector you have worked into? Service sector in which industry you worked?
Sir, service sector, sir.
No, what was the work? Was it pure IT related work? Was it
IT
outsourcing
related,
work?
sir.
You worked?
IT and IT, yes, sir. And even some part of outsourcing was there.
Okay. So how do you measure the KPI? What are major KPIs you check when it comes to
So
IT related work?
majorly in IT and service, we used to check the employee cost as a KPI because IT companies are driven by the employee cost. So we used to consider employee cost as a KPI.
Okay. What else? Chalo, nevertheless, now assuming that since you are a part of a due diligence project, right, and you were given a chance to audit this due diligence, and you are doing a due diligence for a company which is into a ketchup manufacturing, right? Tomato ketchup manufacturing is the sector you are doing it in. Now, assuming that the company have a land of 100 acres, okay, in which 95 acres they are using for growing of a tomatoes, and using that tomatoes they are manufacturing a revenue. Okay. Remaining 5 acres, they are using it for some other purpose, where they are giving it someone on lease, right, or some other purpose, which is there. Right. Now, if I talk about the revenue stream, the revenue from the tomato ketchup is 100, the revenue from the land is 20, the cost of manufacturing a tomato is 80, the cost which is there on the other part of a land is 10. Okay. So the total, if I talk about the profit which is there, is 30 rupees, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
this is EBITDA.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you're going to be doing a due diligence, okay,
Yes.
what all things you will consider here, or what all things you will check here?
So we'll check the lease agreement to see the lease conditions, terms and conditions, and then I'll go ahead with the manufacturing process, the historical financial statements and the projected financial statements, the key suppliers and key customers and any relationship agreements.
No, that is something which is secondary. I wanted to know, are you comfortable with the EBITDA number? Or do you have any objection on that as a part of a due diligence?
So EBITDA of 20 in case of ketchup and 10 in case of lease. I'm comfortable with the 20 or EBITDA in case of ketchup, sir, because 10 is not related to it's not a major part of our operations.
What is EBITDA?
EBITDA is a normalized business profits of an entity, sir. So we have to exclude any non-recurring, exceptional, extraordinary items which do not affect the operating results of the entity, so that we can give a true picture of the company.
Okay. How good you are in Excel?
I'm an amateur at it, sir.
Okay. If you don't mind, can you please share your screen?
Yes, sir.
I'd be happy if you could do it fast. If you could open your Excel as well.
Yes, I'm opening my Excel. Is it visible,
Great.
sir?
Just, yeah, it's visible. In column A, you can write product ABC. Product ABC. Others can also note that down if you are interested to solve this case study. Product ABC. नहीं, put it in the row itself. Go in the column. उसके नीचे लिखो. नहीं नहीं नीचे नीचे A B C. नहीं separate वाला. A B C. Okay, perfect. Next B column पे you give a heading quantity. 100, 2000, 4000. 100, 2000. Sorry, 1000, 2000, 4000. Sorry, 1000, 2000, 4000. ठीक है. Next column पे आ जाइए. Sales लिखो. Write down the sales number. Okay. 10,000, 24,000, 56,000. 10,000, 24,000, 56,000. Okay. Next column, quantity. The first C and D column is for FY23. Okay. The first C and D column is FY23, and number which I'm giving now is FY24. Okay. E and F column is going to be for FY24. Okay. Write down the quantity number 2,000, 4,500, 6,000. Sales 24,000, 58,000, 90,000. Okay, perfect. Now find out the price and the volume variance.
So you want me to find it for separately for each product or on a cumulative basis?
No, both. Others are requested to find out and answers, please. It is a CA inter question, by the way. You can put your answers in the YouTube live chat. The person who gives the first answer on the YouTube live chat is going to be getting a reward worth rupees 500. तीनों प्रोडक्ट का बताना है ABC, प्राइस वेरिएंस क्या है, वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस क्या है, दैट इज क्वांटिटी वेरिएंस. कुछ लोग बैठ के देख रहे हैं, कॉल करो भाई. Done?
Sir, do you want me to compute PV ratio or just the variance in
Price
numbers
variance,
separately?
price variance and quantity variance. प्रियंका कर रही है ये एसपीएम में, मैं नहीं कर देखती एसपीएम। इंटर वाला भी निकाल लेगा। Come on guys, I'm waiting for the answer.
Yes.
Done ji?
Yes, sir.
I hope you are sure on the answer.
Yes, sir.
How did you verify that the answer is correct?
So this is the 82,000 to the total variance and it sums up to 22%. Price variance is the differences in our prices with the previous quantity, and quantity variance is the difference in our quantity with the current price.
Are you sure this answer is correct?
Yes, sir.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Open Google and search the formula for price variance. Can anyone let us know what is the formula for price variance? First thing open कर लो, open the first one. Investor को दे देख लो.
Sorry, sir.
I thought you'll open ICI, but nevertheless. Find out a formula for price variance. Leave it, जाने दो. The formula is wrong, but ठीक है, nevertheless. We'll move forward. So since you have done an audit, stock audit as well, right? Okay. Now imagine that you are sent to a manufacturing plant which is into a automotive sector. Now you are given an opportunity to check the stock which is there. Okay. Now this automotive sector, you are aware of that a lot of products are going to be required tires, require steel, require a lot of things out. Okay. First of all, how would you select a sample for this when you're going for a stock count?
So based on materiality, sir. Based on materiality as
Okay.
well as the aging.
Okay. And what percentage you will select the sample?
Sir, it depends on the benchmark because that benchmark should be such that it will influence the decision of the users, economic decision of the users. So based on revenue or a profit, based on the industry, will consider a materiality level, and then based on it, will select a benchmark.
Now imagine that you do the stock count and you found out a deficiency. What was the stock count done by the client versus what you have done? How would you map that out?
So first, I would check whether the difference is on account of sales or purchases which have not been recorded in books.
Oh.
And then we would inquire the client over the reasons and variances.
That's it.
And if it's material, like if it's more than 10%, then we'll consider the implications in the report.
Okay. What else you'll do?
We'll prepare a reconciliation between the client's verification as well as the auditor's verification. And we'll try to analyze the differences based on the differences on account of purchases which have been recorded in books, or there's some stock which has not been recorded in the books but is present during the physical verification.
But do you think it's humanly possible to do that? Because client has selected some other samples, you have selected some other samples.
We'll go ahead with
So how will
materiality,
you
sir.
perform reconciliation?
If it is material, we'll try to check it on one basis. But if it's not material, we'll
Okay. Then you'll ignore it. Okay. Now imagine that if I give you data for a 5 year, which includes 5 columns: year, date, customer name, geography, price, quantity, and supplier name. I repeat it. If I give you data with the following column: year, date, customer name, geography, price, quantity, sale value, and supplier name, what all analysis you can perform using this data?
sir, we could do the sales analysis, the customer analysis, geographical analysis, supplier analysis, and in case we are provided with product-wise details, we can also go ahead with margin analysis on each product.
Okay. Any other analysis you can think of?
The frequency of orders placed by the customers during a period, and the demand for the product, like if there are any seasonal sales on.
Okay. Got it. Since you are here for a due diligence interview, right, I'll be happy to give you one case study to solve it. Okay. You just need to solve a simple case study. Right. If you're able to put one formula, I'll be happy to see that you're good at Excel. Others are also requested to put it out and try it. Okay. I've shared one Excel file in the chat. So you can just download it from there. Just give me a second to check whether it's the one which I wanted to share or not. Meanwhile, imagine that if you're in an office and you're working with your team, you're leading a team. Okay. And imagine that one of your junior member of a team, he is not responding. Responding isn't, he's not picking up a call. He's you're trying to text him, he's not available. And the deadline to complete the work is within 3 days. Okay. What all things you will do as a senior?
First, I try to understand the reason as to why he's not responding, maybe through his friends or some acquaintance. Secondly, I'll try first reporting to the manager to see the possibilities of the deadline, and whether I should be the person who should take the initiative for the work, or there's some idle resource who can complete it, and I can continue with my work. And then in case in case there are no resources available, then I try to take up the work by myself.
Okay. No problem. I've shared one of the Excel file in the chat. You can just download that. And others can also download it. You can just open the file. Can you please share your screen? You just need to come to task one. I'll explain you whatever is written here. Come to task one. Right. You have given a base data rather. Come to base data first. Zoom in so that the people can see. Okay, back on. Right. So there's the base data which is given here. The base data is mentioned regarding the store, channel, location, opening date, closing financial year, area, number of days, MRP sale, net sale, discount, quantity, number of bills, right? And all the other information is given to you here in this Excel file. Okay. I want you to fill out the first task, right? Task one. Okay. You're not allowed to make a pivot table. You're supposed to use the formulas which are there and you cannot change the base data. You're not allowed to change the base data. So what is the task one? It says you just need to fill out the MRP sales column, which says number of stores. You need to take how many number of stores which were there in FY14 in terms of MRP sales, existing store, owned and franchise, and closed. You just need to put this three number for FY14. That's it. Okay. Use your Excel skill sets or the formula, whichever you know it, and put it out and show it to us the how you're going to be doing that. Guys, I would also request you to please do it. It's a real life case study which was given in one of the interviews. You need to put the MRP sales number here, FIR. It's clearly mentioned, no? The column head is MRP sales. You need to put the MRP sales number. Others are also requested to try, please. I'd be happy if you could get a right answer. अगर right answer आगे, you can put it on the YouTube live.
So can I insert row columns or not?
Where?
Near
No,
the
you
base.
cannot
Can
insert.
I make
You
a
cannot change the
copy
base
of?
data.
Can I make a copy of base
No,
data?
no, not allowed. This is a selection question. If you do it, you are selected. If you don't do it, you're rejected. Veer, I'm expecting an answer from you. Veerach. क्या कर रहे हो भाई? तुम टीका लगा के बैठ गए क्या? नलायक।
नहीं सर, सोच रहा था।
पूछना क्या है? एक्सेल चलाओगे तो आंसर आएगा भाई, सोचने से आंसर नहीं आएगा। Others, I would be happy if you could do it, please. It's a real interview question, guys. If your answer is out, you can put it out in the YouTube live. I'll be happy to check it. अगर आपका आंसर सही है तो मैं बता दूंगा. वर्षा अरोरा, the answer you put is wrong. आयुष सराफ, आपका भी आंसर गलत है. राघव छाबरा, your answer is also wrong. Last 2 minutes left because I've already given you 5 minutes. पिज्जा कॉल करना है प्लीज. गुरवित गेरा, योर आंसर इज रॉन्ग. अभी तक के सभी आंसर्स गलत आए हैं. नीतीश वैद्य, योर आंसर इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. नीतीश वैद्य, योर आंसर इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. आंसर क्वेश्चन में ही है, खुद ही चेक कर सकते हो सही है कि नहीं. वेरी सिंपल, रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. लास्ट 1 minute, मैम. Vikram, your answer is also wrong. No, all the answers are wrong. Those who are searching for a file after this video is over, you'll be able to get a file in the description. Yes, ma'am. Waiting for your answer, please. You're not able to solve, you can say that. You can accept your say that yeah, I'm not able to solve it.
Able to think of a formula.
Hmm?
I'm not able to think of a formula. I thought using combination of if and countif would work, but
I thought you had a great exposure of articleship in which you had done Excel nicely. No? Chalo, nevertheless, I think let's stop it here. I think nevertheless, I think you tried your best. That is what I feel. Okay. Since also wanted to know why you want to join FDD.
because during our articleship, we used to have a working which is known as overall analytical review. So whenever we used to try to find variances in any financial amounts, be it revenue or expenses, I believe I was good at it. So I always wanted to go in some financial analysis, and I believe FDD is one such a career domain where I can uh, I can perform the financial analysis better, and I also love to play with numbers.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Hello, great. Any questions you have for me?
Sir, I wanted to know about your experience in KPMG and the career growth which we can have in KPMG on the FDD domain.
My experience was great. I'm here for last 15 years now. Right, I'll be promoted partner next year, and the experience is great enough. We would be happy if you could have more of an analytical skill set. Right, and that is what you are testing here, and also the growth trajectory is depending on your work performance. How better you perform, the growth is dependent on that. Okay. So great, Dakshi. Right, I think good to had a interview round with you. Nevertheless, you can have a sip of water, please. Pani pilo. Then we'll go for a feedback round in a while. She deserves a round of applause, guys. एक बार जोरदार तालियां बनते हैं दाक्षी के लिए। Right, unmute कर दो।
Very well, very well.
Very well,
Very
well.
well.
Well played, well
Good job.
played.
Good job.
Well done, well done.
Very well done.
Well done.
Very well.
Great. You can have a sip of water, please. Okay, all those questions were, to be honest, when you go to, it was a moderate level of FDD interview round. But one thing which I was disappointed with all of you guys is when it comes to Excel or case study round, all of you mess up. It's a fact. I can see it. Yes, either it was a case study on a price value variance or it was a case study on the Excel, which is there. Okay. The second case study which I gave, I'll come to the answer. But the answer was very simple. She should have used some F. Right? She should have some Fs, not some F, some Fs. Right? She missed out that, and because of which she was not able to solve the case study out. But then, nevertheless, I think I was happy with the performance which is there. Anyone who have here taken a pain to write down all the questions? किसी ने पेन लिया है क्वेश्चन लिखने के पूरे? Raise up your hand if you've done it, please. Okay, किसी ने लिया है भाई? Okay, नमन जैन को चांस देते हैं. नमन जी, one by one you read out the questions. I'll be happy to discuss the answer to the question.
Yes, sir. Sir, the first question you asked her was, how do you feel after becoming a chartered accountant?
Okay, so great. I just wanted to check how happy she is, plus also wanted to see whether she is gonna be greeting me or not. But the second thing was missing. Generally, you guys mess up greeting to an interviewer or a panelist. क्या दुश्मनी है भाई interviewer से? Right? Please greet him or her. He's also a human being. Okay, so that is a mistake you did. Next.
The next
Naman?
question was about her brief introduction and insight into her
Yes.
academics, articleship, awards, and hobbies.
अब देखो smartly मैंने क्या खेला? I wanted to trick her out and wanted to see how smart she is and how able to she retain the things out. ठीक है, तो मैंने क्या बोला? I don't said her introduction. What I said, you introduce yourself, tell about your journey, tell about your academic, tell about your articleship, tell about the achievement, tell about have you entered the conflict, tell about your hobbies. उसको 10 क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया इंट्रोडक्शन में, and I wanted to hear it out in the sequence which I've told. Are we getting it? What I'm trying to do? I'm just trying to see how much she is able to return, right? Retain. इसमें I think उसने एक point पे थोड़ा सा कम speak किया, which I was disappointed on, right? But her introduction went very long. I was expecting her to the point discussion out. Second thing, I asked her to introduce, right? She was highlighting her good things, but she highlighted wrong things also. She said, I've cleared my CA file in second attempt. And why are you highlighting your weakness, right? Lakshi, I think you're a part of GR batch also, if I'm not wrong. है ना? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
चलो ग्रेट. आई थिंक आपका मैं रैंक भी देख रहा था, आपका 7th रैंक है क्लास में, so that is happy to see that out. But one thing which I saw that कि I told you out कि don't talk about your weakness, talk about your strength which is there, right? तो वो थोड़ा सा नेगेटिव पॉइंट हो गया द टाइम यू सेड योर सेकंड अटेम्प्ट. सेकंड कि जैसे यू हाईलाइटेड आई एम अ छुपे रुस्तम. अब जैसे आपने बोला आई एम अ छुपे रुस्तम अवार्ड, आई गॉट अ नेगेटिव परसेप्शन अबाउट यू कि यार ये सब चीज छुपा देगी. देन यू एक्सप्लेन मी आउट कि नहीं नहीं दैट इज फॉर द अदर स्टफ. So again, right, sometimes you don't need to highlight those things even if you've got it in your journey. Are you getting it? So वो थोड़ा सा went a bit wrong to the part which is there. Third, your introduction is not that fluent again, right? I know you have completed the workshop now, you have done the things now. अभी आपका prep start हुआ है, but I want you to practice it every day. Introduction is something should be very good enough, right? Like, right, I would request you to please go and check the YouTube recording once again, and you'll be able to see it out. See the fluency, the was fluent enough, right? Or multiple times you're saying it, that is what was not expected here. Yes, next up, Naman.
Concept of constant currency analysis.
नहीं रे, तू भी भूल जाता है यार. Then I asked her about a hobby. She said my hobby is chess, right? Then I asked her how many boxes are there in the chessboard. Then she said 64. That is correct. Then I asked her about her the favorite first move. So she was smart enough to ask me whether I'll be the first person to start the game or not, which showcased that she knows the game. Then she told me E4, C4, D4, which clearly states that she's a good at playing the chess. ठीक है, फेक नहीं कर रही है. ठीक है. Then moving to the concept of a constant currency analysis. Right? The constant currency analysis is very, very important when it comes to this. So you gave the answer, but the answer was again not satisfactory. The reason is you said the constant currency analysis, but I was expecting some better example, right? Which is there. एकदम सिंपल होता है constant currency analysis कि हम एक करेंसी को बेंचमार्क यूज कर रहे हैं for upcoming years, right? So that is something you just need to explain it in the short, but your answer went hodgepodge and around. It's एकदम simple, right? You're using a benchmark for using a benchmark, right? Which is there, and this is generally when you are going to be doing a due diligence. ये बहुत important होता है. So say for example, I'm giving an example. The revenue for a company is $100. The cost for a company is say for example $70 every year. ठीक है? Net profit is $30. Now let us take the currency. First year 60, second year 70, third year 80. क्या profit change हो गया? Hello. Do you guys think the profit have changed? Yes. Why? Because of a currency. And this should not happen. And that is why the concept of a constant currency analysis is there. इतने simply आपको explain करना. Understand one thing. When you guys are sitting in an interview, explain the things in a simple manner. Don't complicate the things. मैं रहता तो मैं example देता. So assuming that the revenue of a company is $100, $100, the cost is 70, 70, 70, profit is 30, 30, 30. Now if I assume that the currency rate for the first year is 60, 70, and 80. Now if I calculate the amount, right, the profit is changed every year because of a currency. And this should not happen, and that is why the concept of a constant currency is introduced. Where we are going to be using a one currency as a benchmark so that the profit is going to be constant. अब देखो ऐसा होता है ना, क्योंकि क्या होता है इस चक्कर में वैल्यूएशन चेंज हो जाएगा आपका. If you're getting it, when I talk about the valuation, अभी थोड़ा टेक्निकल हो जाएगा, but I'm not going that side, but just wanted to tell you out. Yes, next Naman.
Then the applicability of indices. In the constant currency analysis, this first you asked her why do we use this and where do we use this, and then the
ठीक है,
applicability.
तो I explained it out.
Applicability
ठीक
of
है. Then
indices.
very important, guys, if you're writing Indians in your resume, they'll be expecting a questions that on that, right? Then they'll be expecting you guys, you're aware of the limits. They are expecting you are aware about all the legal compliances which are related to the India's clients or listed clients, right? So सब ये सब में घुस जाएंगे वो लोग, ठीक है? तो ये बेसिक गाइस प्लीज पढ़ लो. If I've written in days, you need to do it, right? So that is something which is very very important when it comes to your stuff. दाक्षी, एक चीज बहुत अच्छी लगी आपकी जर्नी में, इंटरव्यू में, राइट, इज अबाउट योर कॉन्फिडेंस, राइट? आप थोड़ा सा डगमगाए नहीं, बट एंड में आपने जब केस स्टडी आपसे नहीं हुई ना, यूर फेस वाज बिट डाउन, आई कुड फील इट आउट, लाइक कि ये क्या हो गया, मेरे से एक सिंपल एक्सेल नहीं हो रहा है, राइट? और मैंने तब जानबूझ के छोड़ दिया, अदरवाइज मैं और ग्रिल करता तो यू वुड हैव बीन, उसके आगे का आप इंटरव्यू नहीं दे पाते, बट अभी तक के जितना दिया था यू वर हैप्पी इनफ, यू विल बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट आउट. So that is, I think, was a good part about your interview. Yes, next.
KPIs for audit of hotel industry.
Yes, I was expecting much more KPIs. आपने 2 KPIs में ही चुप हो गए. For the people, those who don't know what is a KPIs, KPI is something as a percentage or an indicator, right? किसी भी चीज का benchmark यूज कर रहे हैं as an indicator, which is gonna be called as a KPI. There are multiple KPIs which is related to the hotel industry, right? Anyone else who can think of KPIs in the chat box? क्या KPIs हो सकते हैं? देखते हैं आपको कितना पता है, right? What are the KPIs? Yes, Piyush ji, Piyush Mishra ji, आपका भी क्वेश्चन कवर करेंगे. जस्ट 2 मिनट दीजिए पीयूष जी. Right, meanwhile, Piyush is asking what are the skill sets used for getting a qualified chartered accountant. We'll cover it out. Don't worry. कौन बताएगा भाई KPI? चलो, now let me tell you what are the KPIs you can use it out. KPI is a benchmark और indicator. सबसे पहले आता है वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, होटल का KPI होता है कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन रेट. होटल में रिपीट बहुत होता है, राइट? रिपीट इज वेरी टाइम. कोई एक रेस्टोरेंट अच्छी लगती है तो दोबारा जाते हो कि छोड़ देते हो? दोबारा जाते हो ना, राइट? यू गो इट मल्टीपल टाइम्स. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन परसेंटेज इज इंपॉर्टेंट. देन एवरेज डेली रेट, राइट, जिसको हम कहते हैं ADR, एवरेज डेली कितना ऑर्डर है. अगर होटल की बात करें तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज ऑक्यूपेंसी रेट, राइट? व्हाट इज ऑक्यूपेंसी रेट ऑफ अ होटल. देन रेवेन्यू पर रूम, राइट? रेवेन्यू पर रूम अवेलेबल, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देन ग्रॉस ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट पर रूम विच इज देयर. देन कॉस्ट पर रूम विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, right? Then, say for example, event booking to a conversion rate, which is again very important. होटल में अपसेलिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अपसेलिंग रेट, अपसेलिंग रेट मतलब इमेजिन दैट यू आर स्टेइंग इन अ होटल, आर यू ऑर्डरिंग अ फूड फ्रॉम देयर. आपने मसाला पापड़, देखो यार वेटर का तो यही होता है, अगर सामने वाला डिनर के लिए आया है और आपने मसाला पापड़ उसको दे पाएगी नहीं, राइट? अपसेल करते आना चाहिए ना. सर डिनर हो गया, डू यू वांट डेजर्ट? आफ्टर द डिनर इज डन, सर डू यू वांट छाछ, डू यू वांट लस्सी, राइट? होता है कि नहीं? वो पूछता है कि नहीं वेटर, राइट? आर यू एबल टू अपसेल इट और नॉट? देन परसेंटेज ऑफ रिपीट बुकिंग इज देयर, ठीक है? देन मेन्यू वाइज अगर रहा तो मेन्यू आइटम प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी क्या है. देन एवरेज स्पेंड पर कस्टमर पर रेस्टोरेंट या पर रूम, इस तरीके से कैन जस्ट चेक इट आउट. एवरेज टिप्स रिसीव, नालायक ये कैसे मेजर करेगा? वेटर को लिखा दिखा कितने रुपए मिले तेरे जेब से निकालेंगे? नहीं यार, ये सब थोड़ी होता है, ठीक है? तुम भावुक हो रहे हो बेटा. हाँ, ठीक है, नेक्स्ट नंबर.
KPIs for a BPO unit, IT service company.
ठीक है, तो अगेन आई वाज अज्यूमिंग दैट सिंस यू हैव वर्कड इनटू द KPI इनटू IT सर्विस industry, so I wanted to see कि how good she is at saying this out. There are lot of KPIs which you can say related to the service sector, guys. सर्विस सेक्टर के लिए तो बहुत सारा बोल सकते हो कि रिटेंशन रेट क्या है, राइट? डिलीवरी इफिशिएंसी क्या है, प्रोडक्शन ग्रेन रेट कितना है, दैट मींस आवर वर्क डिवाइडेड बाय आवर अवेलेबल. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट KPI है, राइट? व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एज ऑपरेशनल API. Hour works divided by hours available. That is the most important KPI which you can check it out, right? Then you can check it out with some other KPIs like service delivery efficiency, कि how effectively you're able to deliver the things out which is there. And then the revenue per FT is full-time equivalent, right? So that is also very important कि full-time equivalent employee के हिसाब से कितना revenue they are able to book it out. तो इसमें number of hours is very very important when it comes to service or IT industry. ठीक है, done. Next.
So then it was about due diligence of a ketchup manufacturing company when 100 acres of land was present.
हाँ,
95
got it,
acres.
got it. So I give you the right, very simple. It was just an test to check her whether she know the concept of EBITDA or not. EBITDA is, right? बताओ क्या होता है नमन?
Sir,
Normal
operating profit
operating profit,
from
है ना? Normal operating profit. So she should have said that कि सर, उसने मुझे काउंटर क्वेश्चन पूछना था कि सर whether the 5 acre of a land which is used for some other purpose is it related to normal operating business? अगर वो नहीं होता तो उसका कॉस्ट भी हट जाता और रेवेन्यू भी हट जाता. देन शुड हैव कंसिडर्ड एज EBITDA as a benchmark for a valuation, right? Because FDD में 3 मेजर चीज होती है: EBITDA, नेट डेट एंड वर्किंग कैपिटल, ये तीन मेजर चीजों पे आपका एफडीडी का इंटरव्यू होता है, विच इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट।
Stock audit at an automobile plant. How will you select the
हाँ,
samples and the basis for sample selection?
right. So she said materiality, but I was expecting much more jargon words like floor to sheet, sheet to floor. Then she should have talked about the slow moving. She said it out, which was nice. She should have said more about the coverage which is there, the high value item which is there. Many a times the high value item is also not there, but still we are going to be auditing those item out. Right. So थोड़ा सा detail answer I was expecting, but the answer was decent or good enough, but उतना satisfactory नहीं था। ठीक है, next।
How would you map the
हाँ, पैरेट
deficiency in
एनालिसिस
stock
भी हो
count?
सकता है। हाँ हाँ, तो डेफिशिएंसी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, ये बहुत पूछते हैं। इफ यू फाइंड आउट अ डेफिशिएंसी आप क्या करोगे? सिंपल है भाई, एक्सट्रापोलेट करके देखते हो डेटा से, राइट? स्टॉक काउंट इज ऑलवेज डन ऑन अ सैंपल बेसिस, यू कैनॉट डू अ 100% स्टॉक काउंट। तो वट एवर डेफिशिएंसी यू फाउंड इट आउट इन द सैंपल, यू एक्सट्रापोलेटेड। सबसे पहले तो आप सैंपल साइज बढ़ाते हैं, दैट इज फर्स्ट। देन यू अगेन फाइंड इट आउट, देन यू सी इट आउट कि नहीं भाई ये बहुत दिक्कत है, क्या कर सकते हैं? एक्स्ट्रापोलेट करो पूरे इन्वेंटरी पे कितना इंपैक्ट आएगा, देन यू सी इट आउट कि भैया दिस इज गोना बी एन इंपैक्ट ऑन द एंटायर इन्वेंटरी। Currently, I said it कि मैनेजमेंट ऑल्सो डन अ स्टॉक काउंट और उससे आपका सैंपल रिपोर्ट मैच नहीं हो रहा है, दिस अ डेफिशिएंसी। अगर क्वेश्चन स्मार्टली समझोगे तो मैंने बोला कि मैनेजमेंट ने जो स्टॉक काउंट किया है, दिस अ डिफरेंस। अब मैनेजमेंट विल आल्सो डू इट ऑन अ सैंपल बेसिस, यू विल आल्सो डू इट ऑन अ सैंपल बेसिस। तो सबसे पहले वो कंपेरेबल ही नहीं था। मैनेजमेंट का स्टॉक काउंट डेटा और आपका स्टॉक काउंट डेटा अगर दोनों में वी लुकअप करोगे, हार्डली यू विल गेट फ्यू लाइन आइटम्स कॉमन। व्हाई? बिकॉज मैनेजमेंट इज डूइंग ऑन अ सैंपल बेसिस, यू आर डूइंग ऑन अ सैंपल बेसिस। तो दोनों के सैंपल कैसे मैच होंगे? ठीक है, तो आपको फिर अगेन दूसरे मेथड्स के थ्रू आपको करना है। यस, नेक्स्ट।
If you are leading a team and a junior member of the team is not responding and the deadline is approaching in 3 days, how would you handle the situation?
हाँ, तो सबसे पहले राइट, योर वेरी सिंपल आंसर योर बिहेवियरल क्वेश्चन विच इज टेस्टेड, जस्ट वांटेड टू सी कि आप टीम मैनेजमेंट में कैसे हो। तो द आंसर वाज वेरी सिंपल, राइट। शी शुड हैव सेड इट वेरी क्लियरली, एंड शी सेड आल्सो, राइट, कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई विल अंडरस्टैंड एंड ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम द इंटर्न और जूनियर। सेकंड, आई विल एस्केलेट दिस मैटर टू एन एचआर और सीनियर और टीम मेंबर। थर्ड, I would see the importance of a timeline and things. If the things are not working, I'll try to do it on my own or ask for additional resource from my team. Okay, simple. Next.
Why do you want to join FDD?
Eh, एक्सेल की स्टडी कहाँ गई?
So वो Excel case studies तो last में वो
हाँ, ठीक है, दो एक्सेल की स्टडी थी। One of the price and volume variance which was there. How many of you feel that she have done a correct answer or gave a correct answer? Yes in the chat if you feel. No in the chat if you feel no. Yes in the chat if you feel. No in the chat if you feel no. अच्छा, कितने लोग नो बोल रहे हैं जो फाइट कर सकते हैं कि इन्होंने गलत किया था? रेज ऑफ हैंड इफ यू से इट। नमन ने रेस कर दिया है। नमन बताओ क्यों गलत था उसका? अच्छा, ये तो कोई इंटरव्यू उसके लिए था। अब बताओ नीतीश, विल बी हैप्पी टू हियर इट आउट इफ यू कुड से इट, व्हाई व्हाट इट वाज रॉन्ग।
जो क्लोज डाउन लोकेशन है उसका भी उसमें आया था समीप में।
अरे वो नहीं रे, प्राइस और वॉल्यूम वेरिएंस की बात कर रहे हैं, प्राइस
जी
और
सर,
वॉल्यूम
सॉरी सर।
वेरिएंस। बोलो 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 बोलो, एनीवन गाइस, क्या कर रहे हो? ये इंटर का क्वेश्चन है। और इज द फॉर्मूला प्राइस प्राइस वेरिएंस? चलो आए ना नीतीश, बताओ प्राइस वेरिएंस का फॉर्मूला बताओ।
प्राइस वेरिएंस का सर एक्चुअल प्राइस माइनस ओल्ड प्राइस मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एक्चुअल वॉल्यूम।
मल्टीप्लाइड बाय करंट ईयर क्वांटिटी, राइट?
करंट ईयर क्वांटिटी सर।
हाँ, वेरी गुड। उन्होंने क्या मल्टीप्लाई किया था? प्रीवियस ईयर क्वांटिटी। ठीक है, मैं आंसर दिखा देता हूँ। दिस इज अ करेक्ट आंसर। जिसका आया है बैंग ऑन, जिसका नहीं आया है कोशिश करें, आ जाएगा। बचपन में पढ़े हो ये चीज। प्राइस वॉल्यूम इज करंट प्राइस, देखो चेंज इन प्राइस इनटू करंट क्वांटिटी इज प्राइस वेरिएंस। अब प्राइस का इंपैक्ट हट गया है, तो जब होएगा क्वांटिटी में चेंज इन क्वांटिटी इनटू प्रीवियस ईयर प्राइस। व्हाई? बिकॉज करंट ईयर का प्राइस तो ऑलरेडी इंपैक्ट आ गया ना प्राइस वेरिएंस में। तो दैट इज व्हाट द आंसर इज। राइट आंसर डिफरेंशिएशन 82,000 आना चाहिए था, 90 माइनस 172 82। राइट, इस तरीके से आप निकाल सकते हैं। आई थिंक दिस इज द करेक्ट आंसर इंस्टेड ऑफ व्हाट आंसर्स यू वर कैलकुलेटिंग इट आउट। देखो इंटरव्यू में ये सब चीजें आती नहीं है और काफी बार आपको प्रेशराइज फील होगा गाइस। आई डोंट नो, काफी लोगों को लग रहा है कि यार ये तो बहुत सिंपल है ना, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू एन इंटरव्यू, व्हेन आई गिव यू द केस स्टडी टू सॉल्व इट एंड द पीपल दोस आर वाचिंग ऑन यूट्यूब एंड आल्सो वाचिंग ऑन दिस सेशन नाउ, तब आपको नहीं जमा होगा बिकॉज यू मस्ट हैव फेल्ड इट आउट कि यार दिस इज वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स। राइट, लग रहा है कि नहीं? आपको लग रहा होगा, बट अभी एकदम सिंपल लग रहा है। अभी ये बोल रही है, राइट, अपर्णा बोल रही है ये क्या था, ये तो मेरे आता है यार, मैं तो एकदम एक हाथ से कर देती। राइट? दिस इज हैपनिंग व्हेन यू आर गोना बी डूइंग अ प्रैक्टिस गाइस। एंड इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ भाई, अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, यू गाइस शुड नॉट हैव वन थिंग इन योर लाइफ एंड दैट इज अ रिग्रेट। मैं अभी भी बोल रहा हूँ भाई, इट वाज अ इंटरव्यू फॉर एफडीडी वेयर यू गोना बी गेटिंग अ पैकेज ऑफ 13 लाख रुपीस, विच इज अ ड्रीम फॉर लॉट ऑफ पीपल टू गेट इनटू। अगर आप ये बेसिक चीजें एफडीडी के इंटरव्यू में क्रैक नहीं कर पा रहे हो, मेरे जैसे इंटरव्यू आपको रिजेक्ट कर देगा, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। राइट? एंड ट्रस्ट मी, मेरे से बहुत खड़ूस इंटरव्यूअर आपको मिलेंगे विद ग्रे हेयर्स और विदाउट हेयर्स। हंसते क्या रहे तुम लोग, सच बता रहा हूँ। राइट? तो दे आर गोना बी ग्रिलिंग यू टू द फुलेस्ट लेवल, तो बेटर यू, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज प्रिपेयर इट। राइट? खुद से प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो करो, नहीं कर सकते हो तो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू, द नेक्स्ट बैच इज अगेन स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 12th of June। ये लास्ट बैच रहेगा प्री रिजल्ट। राइट? इट बी हैप्पी इफ यू कम इन, बिकॉज यहाँ पे हर वो चीज कवर की जाएगी। प्लस इसके साथ साथ you'll get a master class of your choice। राइट? तो दैट इज समथिंग which is there। द नेक्स्ट बैच इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 12th। क्या क्या कवर होगा, कैसे कवर होगा, ये वीडियो में कवर्ड है। ठीक है? और इसके साथ साथ अगर जिसको मास्टर क्लास कर रहे हैं, राइट, जो एफडीडी वाले जाना चाहते हैं, जैसे एफडीडी मास्टर क्लास which is prepared by me and one of the industry leader। इट्स अ मास्टर क्लास फॉर अप्रोक्सीमेटली 20 odd hours। बहुत ही बेहतरीन लेवल की मास्टर क्लास बनाई गई है, जिसमें हर चीजें प्रैक्टिकली सिखाई गई है, तो कैन वॉच इट आउट। बट डोंट वरी, आई वुड रिकमेंड क्या यू ज्वाइन जीआईआर। ज्वाइन करते हो तो एक मास्टर क्लास आपको फ्री में मिलती है, उससे आप एज ले सकते हो, और एडिशनल मास्टर क्लास में भी गेट अ कूपन कोड। ठीक है? तो प्रिपरेशन को भाई डिले ना करें, बिकॉज एक चीज बता रहा हूँ, जब रिजल्ट आ जाएंगे यू विल नॉट गेट अ टाइम एंड यू विल मेस अप अराउंड, एंड देन यू विल फील आउट कि भाई मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, क्या करूँ। फिर आप जब रिजेक्ट हो जाओगे तब मेरे पास आओगे, तब मैं आपको ज्यादा हेल्प नहीं कर पाऊंगा। हेल्प करूंगा, दैट इज फॉर श्योर, बट आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू बेटर यू डू इट नाउ। एंड द बेस्ट थिंग इज दैट प्री रिजल्ट ज्वाइन करने का, इफ यू डोंट क्लियर टच वुड ऐसा ना हो, बट अगर नहीं क्लियर होता तो नवंबर में फिर से आ सकते हो बैच में फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट। ठीक है? तो इसका कोई टेंशन लेने का कोई बात नहीं है। वी आर देयर विद यू गाइस, नथिंग टू वरी एज सच। हाँ जी, नेक्स्ट नमन।
Why do you want to join
एक्सेल केस
FDD?
स्टडी। ठीक है, तो एफटीडी के लिए तो आई थिंक देयर इज अ वेरी डिटेल्ड आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन, बट सेकंड केस स्टडी वाज रिलेटेड टू द फॉर्मूला व्हिच इज देयर। वो फाइल मैं दिखा देता हूँ। वो फाइल, वो मेरे को पता ही था वो नहीं कर पाएगी, बिकॉज इट इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चन, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। मैं जानबूझ के दिया था, बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू सी कि शी इज एबल टू सॉल्व इट और नॉट। अगर वो सॉल्व कर लेती तो मैं उसको 100% सिलेक्ट कर देता। अरे ये तो खाली वाली कर दी, सॉरी। तो समझ से निकलता था फॉर्मूला, राइट? मैं फॉर्मूला दिखा देता हूँ। Right, they'll be able to do it out. It's an example. So guys, this was a real case study, guys, which was given in one of the interview at one of the big four. So I would be happy if you could have solved it. अगर किसी का ये आंसर आया है, the correct answer is this। स्क्रीनशॉट लेना होगा तो स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, बट स्क्रीनशॉट से कुछ होगा नहीं जब तक कि खुद से नहीं करोगे। यार आंसर के स्टडी में ही था। सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना चाहिए था बताओ? व्हाट शुड यू हैव डन इफ आई वुड हैव बीन इन योर प्लेस? सबसे पहले बेस डेटा को पास लाना था, बट वो सब सेकेंडरी है। टोटल आपको पता है एमआरपी कितना है? 5224। राइट? मैं थोड़ा सा जूम इन कर रहा हूँ सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड। तो 5224 इज द बेस ऑफ टोटल। तो सबसे पहले यहाँ पे आपको पता होना चाहिए कि भाई मेरे को टोटल कितना लाना है। टोटल लाना है 5224। देन व्हाट शुड यू हैव डन? सिंपल, मैं अगर आपकी जगह होता ना तो सबसे पहले मैं बेस डेटा में फिल्टर लगा के देखता कि भाई चलो मुझे क्या करना है, ओल्ड स्टोर का रेवेन्यू निकालना है। ओल्ड स्टोर का रेवेन्यू निकालना है विच आर नॉट क्लोज। राइट? सबसे पहले आप क्लोजिंग के लिए देखना है कि भैया क्या क्या क्लोजिंग वाले हैं, तो जो मेरे क्लोज नहीं है, राइट, टेन टेन टेन, राइट, इन जो क्लोज नहीं है उनका मुझे सम वहां चाहिए। कितना है? 1787। राइट? 1787 आ गया। इतना तो कर सकते थे पहले, ये करना था सबसे पहले। देन यू आर सपोज टू डिसाइड अ फॉर्मूला। व्हाट यू डिड, आप सबके सब दौड़ने लगे फॉर्मूले के पीछे। ओ चाचा रुक जा भाई, रुक जा। अब फॉर्मूला लगाओ, दिस इज अ फॉर्मूला व्हिच इज देयर। ओके, लेट मी जस्ट शो यू द फॉर्मूला। अगर किसी का आ गया तो बढ़िया, नहीं आया तो लगा के देख लेना बाद में। ठीक है? ये फाइल मैं शेयर नहीं करूंगा, खुद से सॉल्व करोगे आप, तब आपको मिलेगा। ठीक है? तो करिए, इस तरीके का आंसर है। आंसर आपको स्क्रीन पे दिख रहा है। ठीक है? So that was an FDD interview question which we had. I know the discussion was bit moderate, or the interview question was moderate, but nevertheless, if she would have practiced more, I think she would be able to clear it out for the interview soon. And I think I'm really happy that कहाँ चली गई? अरे मेरा ही मैम, नहीं नहीं बाद में लेंगे, सेट डाउट लेते हैं आपका। कहाँ चली गई वो? हाँ, दाक्षी, आई एम रियली हैप्पी दैट यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, एंड आपका स्किल सेट्स और माइंडसेट बहुत सही जगह जा रहा है। राइट? और आप क्लास के टॉप 10 में भी हो, दैट इज ऑल्सो रियली हैप्पी एंड नाइस टू सी इट। वो दिख रहा है, झलक रहा है ऑन योर परफॉर्मेंस इन द इंटरव्यू।
Thank you, sir.
आई वुड हैव रेटेड यू समवेयर अराउंड 6 out of 10, बट अगर आपको ड्यू डिलिजेंस और अच्छे डोमेन में जाना है again I'm telling you out, you need to complete the master classes which we have given you in the course, GR course. प्लस आपको थोड़ा सा और प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा एक्सेल पे, क्योंकि आजकल जो इंटरव्यूज हो रहे हैं फॉर हायर सीटीसी, देखो जिसको हायर सीटीसी चाहिए भाई उसको प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा। जॉब इंटरव्यू, जॉब तो वैसे ही मिलेगी सबको, उसमें कोई दौरा नहीं है, देयर इज नो डाउट दैट विल नॉट गेट अ जॉब, बट जहाँ चाहिए वहां मैंने वहां जहाँ जहाँ चाहिए वहां जाने के लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी भाई, और कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, राइट। एक महीने इज्जत से मेहनत करो, 5-6 लाख बढ़ते। आई हैव सीन इट, आई एम टेलिंग यू फ्रॉम माई एक्सपीरियंस। आप करना रिजल्ट के बाद तो वही चीज आपको होगा कि आपके पास टाइम नहीं रहेगा, तो बेटर यू डू इट नाउ, प्लान योर डेज आउट। अब कोई लोग बोलेगा एसपीएम एसपीएम, बेटा एसपीएम करो, खत्म करो, तो मैं कल वीडियो डाल दूंगा एसपीएम कैसे क्लियर करना है, 1 दिन में 2 दिन में, ठीक है, उसका टेंशन मत लो, बट बेटर नाउ यू रिक्वेस्ट यू टू फोकस ऑन योर करियर, ठीक है। वेदर यू वुड बी सिलेक्टिंग मी और नॉट, मैं आपको होल्ड पे रखता टू बी ऑनेस्ट। अगर मेरे को आपसे जैसा कैंडिडेट नहीं मिलता तो मैं आपको, मतलब आपसे स्मार्ट नहीं मिलता तो फिर आपको हायर कर लेता, बट आपको होल्ड पे रखता, रिजेक्ट नहीं करता, बिकॉज आपका दिख रहा था स्किल सेट और माइंडसेट, बट जो पॉलिश है ना वो पॉलिश नहीं मिला है मुझे अभी तक। हो जाएगा, राइट, बिकॉज अभी हमारा बैच कंप्लीट हुआ है, तो बट ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आई विल बी हैप्पी टू, मैं बोलता है एचआर को कि इसको 1 महीने बाद और फिर से बुला लो, या 15 दिन बाद और फिर से बुला लो, ठीक है। तो दैट वाज गाइस इंटरव्यू ऑन एफडीडी, राइट। 500 रुपए किसको मिलेंगे? जीतने वाले को। बेटा किसी को नहीं मिलेंगे, सचिन जी किसी ने सही आंसर दिया ही नहीं, राइट। सही आंसर दे देते तो सचिन जी आपको दे देते, बट दैट इज देयर, ठीक है। तो आई होप यू गाइस हैव एंजॉयड द सेशन ऑन दिस। टुमारो वी हैव वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन ऑन दुबई जॉब, जिसको दुबई जॉब जाना है, राइट, व्हिच इज देयर, यू कैन कम टू द अपकमिंग सेशन व्हिच इज ऑन हाउ टू फाइंड आउट अ जॉब इन दुबई, राइट। जिसको दुबई जाना है वो कल के सेशन में आ सकते हैं, हाउ टू फाइंड आउट अ जॉब इन दुबई। देन 12th का सेशन बहुत अच्छा है, हाउ टू रीड फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट, और 12th से हमारा जीआरबी स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो प्री किक ऑफ सेशन इज ऑन 12th एज वेल, ठीक है। तो आइए अपकमिंग सेशंस में, डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू रजिस्टर, डोंट फॉरगेट टू रेफर योर फ्रेंड्स आउट, दोस हु आर देयर, right? And wish you guys all the best for your career ahead, right? I would genuinely want you guys to get into the best companies of all. Okay, guys, here we are going to be stopping it out because I have some another commitment and I have another session again at 8:45 sharp, so I need to be there. Thank you guys, all the best. अगर किसी को कोई डाउट्स है, क्वेरीज है, बेझिझक बेशरम होके कमेंट सेक्शन पे डाल दीजिएगा, शर्माइएगा नहीं, and the files which I have shown it to you, you could get it in the comments description as well. Right? I hope you guys have enjoyed it. You can put the feedback in the chat. We'll be happy to read it out. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe. मिलेंगे कल के सेशन में, कल भी बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन है।